When most people think of horses, their mind jumps to the power of the stallion, the wild, fiery male charging across a field. But here's a secret every seasoned horseperson knows. Mares are often the real heart and soul of the herd. From fierce warhorses to nurturing mothers, from racing champions to mythological figures, female horses have played roles that are every bit as fascinating as their male counterparts, sometimes more so. Today, we'll dive deep into the world of mares, uncovering surprising facts, scientific truths, legendary stories, and the special bond they share with humans. At first glance, the difference is simple. Stallions are male, mares are female, but dig deeper and you'll see fascinating distinctions. Behavioral roles. In wild herds, it's often the lead mare, not the stallion, who decides when and where the herd moves. The stallion may guard, but the mare leads. Temperament. Mares are often described as more thoughtful, consistent, and strong-willed compared to geldings or stallions. Cycles. Unlike males, mares have heat cycles that can affect behavior, sometimes making them irritable, but also giving them a rhythm that herd members instinctively understand. So when people dismiss mares as moody, they're missing the bigger picture. Mares bring stability and wisdom to the herd dynamic. Throughout history, mares were often the unsung heroes. Warhorses. Many cultures preferred mares in battle because they were less likely to whinny and give away their position. Nomadic tribes. The Mongols prized mares for both riding and milk production. Mare's milk was fermented into arag, a traditional drink. Agriculture. In many regions, mares pulled plows and carts, balancing hard work with maternal duties. These examples remind us that mares weren't just companions, they were survival partners. Fascinating biological facts. Mares form deep bonds with their foals. They recognize their babies whinny within hours, and many will risk their lives to protect them. Mare's milk is surprisingly close to human breast milk in composition, lower in fat than cow's milk, but rich in nutrients. Some studies suggest mares live slightly longer than stallions, partly because they aren't subjected to the stress of fighting for dominance. In wild herds, the lead mare isn't always the strongest, but the most experienced. Her knowledge of water, grazing, and danger makes her invaluable. But this stereotype hides a truth. Mares are often highly intelligent, deeply loyal, and more consistent once they bond with a person. Unlike some geldings, who may be easygoing with anyone, mares often pick their person. And when they do, the loyalty runs deep. Famous mares in history and sport. Zenyatta, the American racehorse who danced before every race, winning 19 out of 20 starts and proving mares can dominate the track. Marengo's unnamed mares. Napoleon's cavalry often rode mares for endurance and quiet strength. Hala, an Olympic show jumping mare who won triple gold medals in the 1950s. These stories show mares aren't just equal to stallions, they often surpass them. Cultural myths and legends. Greek mythology. The mares of Diomedes were said to be man-eating, a symbol of untamed female power. Celtic tradition. The goddess Epona, protector of horses, was often depicted with mares and foals. Native American stories. Some tribes believed mares carry spiritual wisdom passed through the herd. These myths remind us that people have long seen mares as symbols of mystery, fertility, and strength. Recent research reveals fascinating insights. Mares recognize human emotions through facial expressions. Hormonal cycles don't just bring mood swings, they may sharpen awareness. Mares in mixed herds often act as peacemakers, diffusing tension. Science is confirming what horse lovers have always known. Mares are perceptive, sensitive, and wise. Every horseperson has a mare story. The mare that ignored everyone else but followed one little girl everywhere. The brood mare who adopted an orphan foal, proving love goes beyond blood. The retired riding mare who still leads her pasture, mates to water every evening. These stories show that mares aren't just horses, they're individuals with personality, memory, and emotion. So what makes female horses so fascinating? They're leaders in the herd. They've shaped history as warriors and workers. They embody loyalty, intelligence, and maternal love. They've inspired myths, legends, and gods. The truth is, mares deserve as much admiration as stallions, maybe more. And now, I'd love to hear from you. Do you have a favorite mare story? Have you owned or ridden a mare who changed the way you see horses? Share your experiences in the comments below. I'd love to include them in future episodes. And if you enjoyed today's journey into the world of mares, make sure to subscribe to Horse Sense. We post weekly videos exploring horse behavior, history, and the incredible bond we share with these animals. Thanks for watching, and remember, behind every great herd, there's often a wise mare leading the way.